Together. Come on. Yes. Yes. Hi, everyone. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Hey, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's wait till we get everybody in. Thank you for joining on Conversation with Karen. Tonight's guest is Yvette Nicole Brown. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. I don't think you guys understand. I just can't wait to sit and chat with her. You know, she's always on time. So, a lot's been going on. Guess what? I almost forgot my cocktail. Hello. Who does that? I'm not going to do that. So, that's why I was running late. I was like, no chance. Anyway, so let's see if she's in the building. Okay. Hi, Kitty. Oh God, yes! James is in the building, and you know I have to play my DMX. I'm so obsessed with him. Oh, Yvette's in the building. Let's talk about time call. What you really want? Cheers, everyone. Look at that face.
How are you?
Hi, my young buck. Hi, beautiful.
Hi, honey bun. I got glasses on today. I don't look like myself.
You look amazing.
Thank you. I put a tiny beat on for you.
Oh, please. Hi.
Hi, honey. How are you?
What are you drinking? Water, juice, something? Drink.
Still water.
I said cheers, honey. Boom,
Yeah, cheers.
How's everything? How you doing?
Everything's good. I am exhausted. I've been working a lot promoting Big Shot, which is awesome. But man, am I tired.
I am so thankful and grateful that, although you're busy, because I know how it is when there's a release of a new film or a new show and it is press. It's like all day, all night. But for you to take the time out and do it.
It's something I always do it.
Thank you.
Sorry, my friend Janine was calling. But yeah, if I say I'm gonna do something, I always do it. I don't renege. I don't renege.
I like about you. You loyal.
I am.
You are loyal.
I am.
It's no problem. If you can't make it, you'll say, "Oh, Karen, can we do it at this time?" You always make it. You always make yourself available. That's one thing I love about you.
Well, not to everybody, but to the good people, yes, I do. You've been very good to me. So it is nothing for me to pay it back, give your flowers back to you.
You've been very good to me. Hello. Let's talk about every time when you're in town and you always call me to do press and work, and
I do.
I'm always there. It's the loyalty that you give, and thank you so much.
It goes both ways, sis. It's my pleasure.
I can't say it. Okay, let's jump in because we gotta go. Right?
Okay, let's go.
We gotta go. Now, how's COVID? How's everything? How's production?
Well, production was a little crazy, but we got it done. It took us 3 calendar years with COVID, but we got it done. I'm never going to be comfortable, probably for the rest of my life, with taking off a mask and being in somebody's face. Something about it just don't feel right to me.
Exactly.
So, I don't know if I'm ever going to be okay, but we got it done, and God is good, and I survived it, and we all survived it, and it's our show is out and doing great. It's on streaming on Disney Plus. It's called Big Shot with John Stamos as the star. So, hey, Aaron, I see a couple of my friends in here. Hey, Aaron.
I'm so excited.
Thank you, sis.
I'm so happy for you. Now, listen, normally I don't do politics or anything at all.
Yeah.
It's just like I try to keep it fun and keep it clean. But however, where were you yesterday when you got the verdict with George? Girl, I could not leave my house. I said, I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I was at home packing. I'm going out of town for an extended time, so I'm packing and doing all this stuff. And I got a text from my assistant, and she was like, and I say assistant, don't get too excited. It's my friend Maisha, who was kind enough to help me, but she's an amazing assistant, so I want to give her flowers. But so she called and she was like, the verdict is going to be in an hour. And I was like, what's up, Brittany? And I was like, oh God, and my heart immediately got tight because I'm like, it's been 12 hours or 24. I can't remember if it was 12 or 24. It's all a blur. I'm like, is it good if it's 12 hours? Is it bad if it's 12 hours? Like, I just couldn't figure it out, and I didn't breathe until it came out. And this is the funny thing: I videotape myself with all the guilty coming out, and you never know how you're going to react to something, right, Karen? So the guilty started coming in, and I thought I would rejoice,
Right.
and I didn't rejoice.
Right.
I exhaled.
Right.
I was grateful that accountability was served, because it's not justice; it's just accountability. But I just thought about the fact that none of this brings Mr. Floyd back. None of this makes what happened in our country better. None of this is going to stop the next cop from killing. And sure enough, while the verdict's coming in, they're killing Makia, just gunning Makia down in the street in Columbus. So, I don't know. It's hard being Black in America.
It is. All right. Now listen, the question I've always wanted to know. Well, of course, I have a lot of fan questions that are in.
Oh, what? Okay, let's go.
Listen, they've been DMing me. Now the question is: have you always wanted to be an actress, an actor, an actress?
No. Oh, everybody's in here. Heather Martin's in here.
Hey, Martha.
And Rudy and Dr. Amber's in here. No, actually, I like acting, and I dreamed about it when I was a kid. Of course, I think every kid is like, I want to be on TV.
Right.
But I really want to be a singer. Like, singing is what to this day, what I love. But acting is good to me. Like, this is the thing. I joke about this all the time. It translates into relationships too. You really have to chase the thing that's chasing you.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I was in love with music, and music was like, you cute, but I mean, you all right. Acting was like, I love you. And I was like, well, let me go with acting. So, yeah, so music was first love, and still true love.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Now listen, you portrayed so many roles. Roles. Which is your favorite?
Ooh, favorite role.
Yes.
That is so hard, because they're all kind of like your babies. Like I try to, with every role I get, I'm blessed to get, I always try to give that woman her own voice, her own attitude. If you look at Shirley on Community, she's not like Helen on Drake and Josh, who's not like Cheryl Lynn on Big Shot. They all, I'm playing her, so she, but
right.
there's something different. So the character that I played that is the most like me is Danny on The Odd Couple. And so I'm going to say Danny on The Odd Couple, just because it was not work. It was a sitcom, so the hours were great. So I'm going to go with Danny as my favorite role I ever played. And if you guys haven't seen it, we did 3 seasons of The Odd Couple. Matthew Perry, Thomas Lennon, and I think it's on CBS All Access if you want to catch up. Wendell Pierce is on it. Lindsay Sloan. It's a great cast, great show.
Really?
Gary Marshall produced, the great Gary Marshall, late great.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Now, when was your big break?
In acting, because I was going to say, East Coast Family was a big break in music. Acting, what's so funny? I have like 2. There was His Woman, His Wife, which is a play that David E. Talbert, who he and his wife Lynn created, Jingle Jangle. He used to do touring plays, and the first thing I ever did as a professional actress was I toured for 8 months in His Woman, His Wife. I just found out today that His Woman, His Wife is streaming. We did a video of the play. It's streaming on BET Plus. If y'all want to see that, you can see that too. That is the first time I was in front of an audience over and over. It's the first time I did 8 shows a week. First time that I got that feedback from the audience every night. And that's when it bit me. And David Talbot was the first person that said, you can do this as an actor. That was even before commercials. I hadn't done anything when I did that play. My second big break, I would say, is Robbie Reed and Mara Akil for Girlfriends, when I got to play Tony's sister.
Right.
And yeah, man, that was
huge.
Was
so obsessed with that show. That's right. It was
yeah, I was Tony's sister. And Robbie Reed, to this day, I give her flowers. I just throw flowers at her feet every time I see her, because she brought me in. I had just gotten dropped by my agent. I didn't have an agent. I had no credits. She didn't know me from a can of paint, and she just saw my picture and was like, I like her face. I want to bring her in. And I was up in there with every doll that had ever worked in Hollywood ever, Karen. Like, these were like icons and legends going up for this role. I walked there like, ain't no way they're going to get us to this, the Black girl that's done a couple of commercials.
And they gave it to
and
you.
Look at God. She and Mara.
Oh,
so, yeah. So those two are my two big ones.
God always.
What's up, Gio?
Wait. You mentioned music. You said
yes.
Okay, let's talk about the music for a second, please.
Okay.
What you were saying about the music? You were saying that the group that you was in, and
I was in the East Coast Family. I was managed by Michael Bivins when I was a teenager. So I was in there with Boys to Men and ABC, and we did a video called "One for All, All for One." And I thought you couldn't tell me I wasn't about to be.
That's it. Come on, Beyonce.
Grew up Beyonce or Janet, somebody, and music was like, no, no, dear, no.
Sit down.
So sorry, no. Yeah. So and you shift. I mean, this is the thing about life. You shift and you adjust. Like you can't. When a door closes, you can't spend too much time staring at it. You got to be like, that ain't my door. Even if you love it, if it breaks your heart, if it ain't your door, it ain't your door.
If it ain't yours, right? You are absolutely right. Now, once you mentioned Michael Bivins, when I saw you played his mom.
I played his mom in the New Edition story. I did.
When I saw that, I was calling. I was like, "Oh my God, how was it on set?" Because I'm a New Edition fan.
Yeah, you and me both. Yeah.
How much fun was it on set? Working with
girl, little 15-year-old me was gagging every freaking day because the guys came to set, the fellas came to set every single day. So if you had a question about, is this something your mom would do, or I was blessed to talk to Shirley Bivins. I still talk to Miss Bivins. She's like my second, third, or fourth mom at this point.
Nice.
But so I was able to talk to her to find out what she was thinking and all that when the boys were getting their start. But I got to, as a fan, to be like, okay, so when Ralph did that album, like what, like I was getting like all the scoop, or what was it like when y'all first went on, Soul Train or whatever. So I was using the time as a fangirl behind the scenes to just be like, tell me something that I want to know. So yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm so jealous. When I saw you, I was like, I called you, I was like, Yvette.
Yeah, no.
You were in set.
And this was crazy, Karen. As long as I've known you and as often as I see you, we have never talked about New Edition. So when you called me, I was like, Karen, but every woman around our age loved New Edition as a kid. There's no way you didn't.
Girl.
Yeah.
One time they came on The View. Okay. Yeah. They performed at The View, and I had no idea. I came in on, from backstage. I've been doing my thing. I'm walking through. So then this was at Studio 66 on Wednesday. Yeah. So I walked in the back. I didn't even check the grid. I didn't even know who was on. I was like,
right.
Let me just go. When I saw them practicing, baby, I jumped right on it and started dancing with them.
See? What ain't everything? You immediately go back to being 14 years old again. Yes. It's like the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing.
I started screaming and everything. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right, girl. Let's talk about girl power. Let's talk about your sorrow, aka Kamala Harris. Hello.
Let's do it.
Now, how did you feel when she became the vice president, honey? Nominated as the vice president.
The only thing I regret is, I regret a lot of things, but I regret that it was COVID, because when I tell you the AKAs would have set off DC, do you understand the entire city would have been pink and green if we could go outside? So I hate that we missed that moment. I missed that my sorority missed all that moment, but aside from that, if you take even the AKA out of it, she's an amazing Black woman that is the second in command of our nation. Like, I don't know how any Black woman cannot just be like, what? It's so crazy.
Exactly.
It's crazy, man.
She enters the room, because I had to do her makeup.
Yeah.
She was on the show. Beautiful, but when she enters the room, it's like she oozes elegance.
Yeah, she's the real deal. She's the real deal. I interviewed her. I'm a part of Emily's List, which is a great organization that finds Democratic pro-choice women to run and helps them win. And I'm on the board of that organization. And so they had me interview our vice president. She hadn't even been announced yet. She was announced like 2 or 3 days after the interview. Elizabeth Warren, Kamala Harris, Kirsten Gillibrand, and Amy Klobuchar. So I interviewed all 4 of them, like a 10-minute interview with each of them. And it was my first time being like this, face to face with Kamala. And, I fangirled, like, she's amazing. And then also she's a brilliant, smart woman. And then she's my soror. So I was like, and she was like, hey, man. I was like, oh my God. So she's just so real and regular and wonderful, and just a great example of what Black womanhood is and Asian womanhood is. It's give her all of her ethnicities a moment in the sun. She's awesome. She's awesome, and she's the real deal.
Oh my goodness. Now, when I was in college, my goal was to pledge AKA. Can I tell you a story?
How have we not talked about this?
Listen, Linda. Listen.
It's not too late, Linda. Listen.
Listen to me. Can I tell you my AKA story too?
Tell me your AKA story. Don't get in trouble. What you about to tell? What you about to tell?
No, my AKA, experience.
Okay, yes, let's do it.
That I was going to become an AKA. My plans were to become an AKA. So apparently I was in college and I attended college to be a nurse. And I would cut a class, but I can't cut class on Wednesday because that was human anatomy. So that was too much information. And I was like, I can't cut a class.
Yeah.
So I think it was like the week before the line started, right? So I had to meet with the dean. And the dean was like, oh, I can meet you on Wednesday. I said, I can't meet you on Wednesday because that's the only day, like that's my nursing human anatomy class. Too much information, chemistry, all that. I said, I can't. She was like, well, that's the only day I'm going to be here. And she's coming from Queens. I said, well, I can't meet with you. So I said to her, well, what if we meet on Thursday, right? Listen, not knowing what the dean, the level of the meeting of the dean, so I said to her, well, look, I can't meet with you. So listen, I said to her, I'll see you when I see you.
No.
I had no idea.
Karen, have you told Sonny this?
Listen,
have you told this story to Sonny?
I think I did. I'm not sure.
Sonny's going to gag the way I just gagged.
I had no idea. So wait, and after that, the week later, the line started. So I was cool with all the alphas, all the deltas, the Qs. I was cool with everybody. And it was like, Cameron, the line started. I said, well, what line? They said, well, aren't you on line? I was like, I don't know. And then later found out a friend of mine that she pledged for Sigma Gamma Rho. Yeah. And apparently, the story was that I said that and I told her.
I'll see you when I see you. Yeah. Listen, I know. Listen.
Please,
this was everybody that's listening. This was back in the day when people could get pledged. So let's make it clear that nobody is pledging anybody anymore. But back in the day, way back in the day, if you said something like I'll see you when I see you to the possible dean of pledges of the sorority you wanted to pledge, you're done. It's grand opening, grand closing. It's not too late though, Karen. Like there's grad chapter, there's honorary. You are a freaking Emmy winner. You could be an honorary AKA tomorrow. You need to just talk to me and Sonny. We need to get it going. You just got it down.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't believe you never told me that though. We never talked about it.
Yeah. Fairleigh Dickinson University, my sophomore year. It was the most funniest thing. I said, I'll see you when I see you. I had no idea what that meant. I didn't know who I was speaking to. I didn't know I was speaking to the president of the AKA department. Nothing.
Bacillus, yeah.
All I knew was that I couldn't cut that class because it was nursing.
No. Listen, and honestly, you chose correctly. Your schoolwork is important. I'm just saying.
Right.
As you were telling the story, I was like, don't do it, Karen. Don't do it. Don't. I remember when I was on campus. There was a line that went over I think the spring of my freshman year, and I came to campus wanting to be an AK. Like I want to be an AK. And I remember I didn't make the cut. I didn't have enough credits. I was like, I had 12, like I had to drop a class, so I was right below what it needed to be. And I was devastated that I couldn't do it. And I remember I went to the Gap, like to soothe my my sadness. And the Gap that year had a pink and green jacket. It was like nylon on the outside and pink fleece on the inside. And this is me not knowing. And I should have known better. I was like, I didn't get to cross. I want to be an AKA. I just want to feel better about my situation. So I bought that pink and green coat jacket and dummy wore it on the yard.
Dumb.
And I remember one of the AKAs came up to me and said, "What are you doing?" And I was like, I just won't be close to it. She said, if I see you in it again, you will never, ever. And when I tell you, I took that sucker off and burned it. I was like, until I cross, until I pledge, until I whatever, I will never be in this coat ever again. But, we do, when we're, 18, 19 years old, you don't know. You do things just not knowing, So.
I had no idea. All right.
Yeah.
Cheers to the AK. Sorority.
Cheers. Always. Let me put my pinky up as I drink it. Always.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, even my swords that are in here. I saw a couple swords in here.
Hey, sword. Oh, wait.
Wait a minute.
I caught myself. You see?
You did. Catch it.
Hey, sword. caught myself. Maybe I'm frozen on your end. Oh, you back? You good?
I'm back. Are you here? Did you get a call?
Yes, I
What
am.
happened?
I don't know.
Did you get a call or
You
something?
good? No, I did not. I turned my phone off. Did you get a call?
No, you just froze.
No, I'm good.
I'm good too. Can you hear me?
Now, right?
Yeah, I can hear
Yes,
you.
I'm good. Okay. All right, let's get this going. I love it. Now, listen, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate your loyalty. Reason why I appreciate your loyalty so much is because every single time you have pressed anything you're doing in New York, you will call me and say, Karen, are you available? Karen, Karen, are you? And what do? I drop everything. I say, yes, I am. But may I tell you one of the most memorable moments that I had working with you?
What?
Do you remember that big event that we did at Madison Square Garden for the Walking Dead?
Walking Dead. That was dope, man. First of all, you beat the crap out of my face. I don't think you or I realized what we were doing. That was the hugest thing to this day. I mean, what was it, like 30,000 people up there?
My goodness.
We're on that. Your beat was on the stage at Madison Square Garden.
Listen, I love you for that. But most importantly, what was even more funnier was the moment when you said to me, "Oh, there's zombies in the
lobby,
the arena." You said, "Karen, going out there?" I said, "I'm not going out there. I'm gonna be fighting the zombie. I'm not going out there." They like Googling, girl.
Man, listen, the fans of The Walking Dead and also AMC, they don't play. Like when they do an event, they're gonna hire some people, put on some prosthetics, and they're gonna walk around going, "Arr."
It was major.
Yeah, it was huge. It was huge.
Thank you again.
You're welcome. Listen, thank you, because I don't think I've ever looked better. I don't think I've ever looked better. I look gorgeous on that. All the pictures from that night. I'm like, yes, face, yeah.
I'll post some photos.
And I'm still trying to figure out. You guys, Karen does this thing where she does my eyes that I've never been able to figure out what you do because my eyes are closed when you do it, and I can't. Even if I close one of my eyes and try to see, there's something she does with winged liner that makes my whole eye lift. There's something with the liner, and then there's something with it's like with the liner and with the under eye that just makes it just go. Like if you've ever seen me on The View, Karen's done my face every time I've done The View. Look at me on The View and then go and find a picture of me somewhere else.
I can't stand you.
Listen, everybody does my face. God bless everybody's super talented. Everybody has their own thing, but there's something that Karen does that literally just look.
Dupee's Beauty.
Is it Dupee's? It's Dupee's Beauty. It's what it is. Just look.
This is so crazy. Speaking of the glam room, speaking of the glam room, now I remember that you spoke about the lack of representation in the hair and makeup room, and
not at The View. Not at The View.
Well, we're all Black power.
Listen, all of them, everybody that work in the industry work at The View. That's why you can't find nobody in LA. There's about 57 Black people at The View. And all amazing. Amazing. Rebecca's over there. Derek's over there. I found Ryan over there.
You can Ryan? Yes, honey.
Thank you for Ryan. Thank you for Ryan. Because
my
God.
And he's so loyal too. And he's
loyal. He's like Ryan Burrell is like my kindred spirit. If he says he's gonna do something, he's gonna do it. Yeah. Ryan could break his leg on the way to do your hair. And Ryan will show up with blood dripping and a bone protruding and be like, let me just go on and get these pin curls in. Then I'm gonna go to the hospital. Like he literally does it at that level. If he says he's gonna do something, he does it. Yeah.
That's what we do. That's how loyal.
Yeah. That's what it is. The Aries connection. Yeah, he's lovely. Lovely. Thank you for him.
So going back to the question, how have things changed?
In the industry?
Or have you needed to, did you have to put in a request for your own hair and makeup team, to make sure that you were taken care of?
I mean,
Like,
this
how
is the
did that?
thing. It's not about me being taken care of. It's not enough for me to be taken care of. I need that trailer to be equipped so that every person with melanin that comes in there is taken care of. They have this thing called a star waiver, and listen, we're in conversation with the union and stuff, and they understand that there's a problem, and they're working hard to fix it. So I want to be fair and say that. Before these conversations began in the first 10, 15 years of my career, you first of all, you don't have the clout to ask for hair and makeup approval. So you're just stuck with whoever happens to be in the trailer. As you get higher and higher in the industry, you do have the ability to put in your contract that you get to choose your hair and makeup, or you have a hair and makeup consult. Or you can get a star request, which means that you can pick your person. I want Karen DePeche and Ryan Burrell, and that's who you'll have. The problem with that is, if that person is not in the union, which Ryan wasn't at the time, they can only do you. Yes. And also the hours that they get for doing you don't count at the same level towards becoming a union member. So while you're pulling them out of the market for getting those hours, they're only doing you, so they don't get to make relationships with other people. Like, it's all just not good. And so I'm fighting to be able to say, we need this person in the trailer, not for me. If I'm a new actor coming on set and I walk in a trailer and it's nothing but white people and I'm a Black person, my spirit is going to sink, because 9 times out of 10, they don't know how to do textured hair. Right. That's just me speaking from experience. This is not me shading people. There's been 1 or 2 that I've had in my career that have beat my face and taken care of my hair like it is somebody that came from the motherland. But the majority of the hair and makeup that I've had, you go back to your trailer and you put your concealer on it. You go back in your trailer and you add some contour. You go back in your trailer and pull out your products. You come to set with your hair already done. You come to set with all your foundations and lipsticks and everything in your bag, because they may not have a color that's your color. Yeah. And now it's changing. Again, it is changing. I'm speaking of what it used to be. I do think that now that they're understanding that representation matters and that there's a lot more opportunities for diverse artists in the industry, they have to have people in the trailer that can do our hair and faces. And I think it's changing. Good. Yeah. Perfect. Thank God it is. Thank God. Yes. And thank you for speaking and saying what you got to say. Give me what I need. I just happen for everyone. For everyone. Like, it's you got to use whatever you have for the good of everyone. It's not enough to make it in the industry and then make sure you all right. So I'm going to be beat to the gods and every other Black person going to look crazy. How does that help us? Looking gray and green. Hello. Please. How does that help us? That doesn't help us. I'm about helping us. Exactly. If you help if this is the thing that's crazy, if people don't realize, if you help the us, you're helping you too. You too. Hello, you part of the us. No, hello. I love you. I love you. Listen up. I need for you to name 2 of your favorite makeup products. Must have that you cannot live without. Okay, here's one. Okay. Actually, I think they're both Huda Beauty actually right now. I'm kind of on a Huda tip. Huda Beauty has a liner that's got the cream on one end and the liquid on the other, and it's in one little thing. That thing is a beast. Okay. And they also have a lipstick called Girls Trip. I almost hate that I said it out loud, because I know next time I go to get it, ain't gonna be there. And this is the thing. I love it because it is the perfect pink nude for me. Everybody in this world, you got to find your perfect nude. You got to find your perfect red. This is what you got to do. It's the perfect nude for me. That don't mean everybody can go get Girls Trip and it's the perfect nude for them. For them, right. Just saying it's the perfect nude for me. For me, right. Love it. Love it. Yeah. Now listen, you give a lot of love. And you're fabulous. But however, you would shut things down because you be going in on Twitter. And I love it. I love that you educate folks. I try. Thank you. Thank you for doing it. Mm-hmm. Thank you. And I appreciate you. That's why I'm not on it speaking about it, because they're going to be like, get her off. I've had a couple of times where I've tweeted something and I've had friends go, take it down. They see it and be like texting me, call it, listen, if you want to work anymore again, take it down. My brother, he does the same thing to you. But it's few and far between. Like, you gotta. There's a way to say what you have to say without messing with your bag.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. So with all the accolades that you have going on, how do you find the energy to make things happen? It's like, where do you get the energy from?
I don't know, because the funny thing is, I'm about at 60% right now. Like I'm rallying because it's you and I love you and I would never cancel. But when I tell you, like 30 minutes for this, I was like, oh God. Like I literally was like putting on my lash, like, oh Jesus, please. I am exhausted. But there's something about my friend Lonnie Love always says, she's joked about this since we started the industry. She always says everybody wants to be in this industry, but that when the hot lights hit you, you find out who you really are, right? And those hot lights. You walk on the set of The View, it's deafening, the brightness of the lights. And you've seen people probably on The View, people that are guest co-hosting.
Yes.
Where they're great in the Hot Topics room. They're great wherever else they are. They get on that stage and the light hits and welcome to The View. And they're like, right? So I feel like you're either someone who freezes in the hot lights or someone that comes to life in the hot lights. And I think I'm somebody that comes to life. It's like, it's time to do the show. Now, when we say goodbye and bye-bye, and I click the X, I'm going to go, I'm going to power right back down and go back to, but this is the thing. Karen Dupiche deserves this. She deserves, you don't show up for Karen Dupiche and be like, hey girl, so, no, you show up. You show up. Because you have never not shown up for people. You show up at 5 a.m. with a brush in your hand. The person sitting in the chair is exhausted. Sometimes I would do The View after getting off a red eye. I would get off the red eye and come right to The View. And I'd be sitting there chill like, hey Karen, girl, how you doing? Karen like, hey, she brings that. I don't know if you've ever had a bad day because I've never seen it.
I've had bad days, and I try to keep it in the corner because folks don't want to see that side.
Yeah, they can't handle it.
Be happy at all times.
Yeah, they can't handle it. I can handle it, by the way. If you ever having a bad day with me, you can. I know I've shown you my bad. I'm like, Karen, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but when I got to them highlights,
you was like this. Hello.
Right.
All right, I got 3 more. Now, you're a singer, you're an actress, you're a comedian, and you're a director. What's next, darling?
Gosh, I want to do more directing. Yeah. I love it. Wait, South African Music Girl. This is an Emmy-winning makeup artist. Those ain't chocolate or for show. That's the real. Hold on, I give me too many awards. Let me go. Wait, let me get my NAACP Image Award for the New Edition story. We're gonna hold this up right quick.
Oscar, shut up.
Emmys don't know me. Emmys don't know me, but NAACP is step. Multi-Emmy award-winning makeup artist. Don't get it twisted. Do not. All right. What you ask me next? What I say?
What's next? What do you have next? I mean, because you're doing so much. You're an actress. You're a singer. You're a dog. You're a diva.
Yeah, I'm actually about to leave the country on Saturday for a movie. I can't say the name of the movie.
I'm coming.
I can't say anything but that, but I'm going to be out of the country working. I haven't worked outside the country except in Canada ever. So this is like a big deal.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
Really, I'm excited. You deserve it. Oh my God, you're such a wonderful person. Seriously. You're such a wonderful person. You deserve it. All right. This is last but not least. This is what I always ask all of my guests.
Okay.
What advice would you give the youth or the upcoming youth that would like to be in the business?
Oh, they would like to be in the business. I was about to say this youth that would like, don't call the police ever for any reason is what I would tell the Black youth. And if you see one, put your hands, you're driving 10 and 2 and your honor and serve and massa, whatever it takes to get them to see you as a human being. Good luck with that, kids. In the industry, sorry, I'm just so what's happening in the world, man. I'm so mad about it. In the industry, I always give this same advice because it works across the board. It's not just for the industry, but you got to live below your means. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of balling, a lot of people, sit down. There's a lot of that. Come on off of that. Come on off of that. You got to realize that a lot of people that you see in the industry that are driving BMWs and coming off of yachts, they don't own them. They're rented for the day. So do not try to emulate that lifestyle. Get you a stable car, one that'll get you to point A and point B. I personally shop at Target. I've told people that I put a dress on for a premiere of my show. I wore an $11.90 dress. The boots I wore were from the set of the Big Fib. I got the wardrobe let me have those boots. Those boots, even if I bought them, were probably like $60. So, and I wear them all the time. So you have to find a way to not let your worth come from what you're wearing, driving, or carrying.
Yeah.
And live below your means. It could save your money, because the other thing is this: you'll be up one day and down tomorrow in this industry. And what you don't want to have to do is take a job because your rent is due or your light bill is due. If you want to be a performer or an artist, you want to be able to choose what you do based on what moves you, what speaks to your spirit and your heart, right? Not because, they coming for you. You got to get this money right quick. You don't want to have to ever get this money right quick. So live below your means. Be professional. And I know you can co-sign with this. Memories in this industry are very long, and what you say and what you do, and more importantly, how you treat people, will follow you your entire career. You will think you special and magically delicious, and you'll be talking slick to people, thinking there'll be no repercussions, and there may not be repercussions on that job. But I promise you, all the powers that be will be discussing you. And the next time somebody wants to hire you, they're going to call your old employers and they're going to talk about you. Yes. Other cast members and actors that work with you will be talking about you. And you will wonder why you never made it to be who you could have been. Be nice, be kind, be on time. And listen, be decent because it's the right thing to do, not because you're trying to get the bag. We can tell when you're fake too. Don't be fake, just be decent. This ain't hard. It's not hard to be good to people. It's really not. Come on, Karen, you know this stuff.
And let me tell you, one advice I always tell everyone: be professional, because you never know who's watching, you never know who's looking, and you never know who's who in the building. Because the wealthiest
Say it again. You never know who in the building.
Listen, the CEO, the owner of the production company, can come in there with t-shirts, blue jeans, low key, no haircut.
Yep.
Okay, not groomed at all. That's why I tell people, speak to everyone, because you never know. And be professional, because people are always watching. Because sometimes you can have an artist that are on set, and people don't know. People come on set and they're excited and they're sleeping and they're hanging out. They're calling their friends, and like they're not doing the duties, which is take care of your client.
Yep.
Your job. It's like to come in and work. It's like you're a professional. Be a professional.
Yep.
And not get caught up. But yes, thank you for those advice. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and let me say this too. You be careful picking and choosing who you think is important enough to be.
Baby.
Let me tell you something about Karen DuPiche. Karen DuPiche knows where all the bodies are buried. She knows everybody, right? Now, say you go on The View and you decide that Karen DuPiche is not worthy of a hello or kindness, right? And not that Karen DuPiche would ever do this, but Karen DuPiche could walk right into Whoopi Goldberg's room and say, that person, and I don't know if y'all heard of Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg knows where all the bodies are buried. She knows everybody. I'm telling you, this industry is small. And whoever you think is beneath you, F around and find out.
Right. Oh my God, I love you. Oh my God. I love you.
I love you.
Yvette, I just want to say thank you so much. I know it's time to go. Thank you so much. I know you have things to do. Thank you for taking out your time. Thank you for taking the time out while you're packing and you're leaving the country. And you said, I'm going to do this with Kay.
I'm going to do this with Kay.
I appreciate you so much. I hope to see you soon. I'll be traveling in LA soon, and then I'll give you a call. Hopefully,
please do. How's married life?
It's good. It's good. You know.
Good. Listen, life, man, life.
It's life.
It's life. You know, hey.
It's good.
All right. I love you.
All right, my sis. I love you so much, and stay well. All
Thanks
right?
for having me.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sis. Oh my goodness. that was awesome. Oh my goodness, did you guys enjoy? Isn't she so yummy? Oh my goodness, she's so yummy. Her heart, so pure. She's authentic. She just, oh my God, I love her. All right, guys. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys next week, okay? Because next week's going to be another guest, because, there's always something fun happening. Are you guys not telling? Hello, it was so good. I didn't even get a chance to. Cheers to you. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Boom. I'm done. However, I see you guys next week, okay? Don't forget to wear your mask. Ladies, don't forget to wear your lashes. Okay, always know God is on your side. Hey, Saint. Hey, Looney. Hey, Nita. Oh, my God. Hey, Luan. Oh, my God. Everybody's in the building. The boys and the girls in the building. So, listen. Please be safe. Please. Hey, Crunch. Please. Hey, John. Oh, my God. I just want to say hi to everyone. Hi, everybody. Okay. Yvette, I love you. You're a great interviewer. I love you, Yvette. I'm just having a good time. Wait, listen, guys. Did you guys see Whoopi on the cover of Variety? Oh my God. I'm so excited. We need to talk about that later, another day. But it was great. I had a good time. And she let us do whatever we want to do. Whatever. She just sat there. And she didn't even know what she looked like until she saw it today. Isn't that wonderful? I love it. God is my agent. Okay. Back at the villa. I will see you guys next week. Okay? Don't forget to wear your mask, guys. Don't forget your lashes. And always know God is on your side. All right? Peace out. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.